Why content will make or break your dental practice? You need to know this going in 2025. But first, why even content? You need content for mainly three simple reasons, and those is number one, the most important factor that you need. Content gives you the only thing that increases the chance of someone buying your treatment, and that is, my friend, trust. Content builds trust. Trust makes more people buy your thing, which means more people will buy your dental treatments if you build trust with them. Another example, if you go to the street and ask people to buy your treatments, there is almost no chance they will actually buy your treatment. But if you first introduce yourself, build a relationship with them by providing value upfront, and then ask them to buy your treatment, chances are they might actually buy the treatment. Why? Because here one thing is being built, and that is trust. Number second, it builds authority. If you post content consistently and location based, you will eventually become a local authority. Let me explain. Go post content consistently and location based, meaning if you are in Ohio, for example, then you need to use hashtags Ohio related trends, Ohio related, and use the internal language that is used in that local area. That gives Facebook or Instagram the necessary things to put that content in front of Ohio people, the people you actually want to target to sell your treatment. Why is this important? Because authority. Why is authority important? Because remember, in school, you raised your hand to go to the washroom, right? This works the same way. If they need anything teeth related, they will come to your practice without even considering other dental clinics. This is the power of authority, and content builds trust plus authority together. Number third, the attention economy. Creator economy is set to reach $528.29 billion till 2030, meaning the scope of this is huge. How can this information be tied to you as a dentist? This means locally more people will watch your content, hence the chances of them becoming a patient is also huge as well. And it doesn't stop here. Content affects ads. Let's say you run ads for your dental practice and create content. This ad will perform way better than the ad that is running without content. How, you ask? Because when anyone watches your ad, the chances that they will actually click on your profile is huge. And this is where they look at your content and they build something called trust, which we learned earlier, and see if you're legit or not. Now, let's say there is no content on your profile. What happens then? Simply they leave. Now, let's say you have the content necessary. They will see the content and then takes the first step to come to your practice, because now you have built the initial trust that they needed to build in order to book the appointment, come to the clinic. That is simple as that. Content helps you do that. They will see the content, and this is the power of having content, my friend. This is you without content as a very sad, rainy season, very face, and this is you, chill guy with content, because you know that anyone who watches your ad and clicks on a profile will actually see the content. And not only that, your existing old patients will also see your content, building you even more trust, and the chances of them returning back to your clinic also rises with content. This is you as a chill guy, because you know all this stuff is happening behind the back, creating content. Content is king, no questions asked. Now let's get over the how, shall we? For you to understand how to create content, first let's go over which platforms to post on for your dental practice. Go with Facebook and Instagram. Simple and easy. They have your dream customers locally. Why not YouTube, you might ask? Why not Snapchat? Why not Twitch, you might ask? There are multiple platforms, but the thing is, the most amount of people are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. These three platforms that are actually your ideal personas slash customers. You need to target them. Why not YouTube? Let's go back to that question, because it is harder to create content there, and it may or may not show it to your dream customers. You can create YouTube videos, not that is not the point, but it is for a completely different niche. You can create lab content, you can create treating your patients content that will help future dentists, dental students, and that will help dentists who are practicing in the present, but not your ideal customers. That is the point. Let's go over the three components needed to create content on a Facebook and Instagram. The content framework, the hook. This is the start of the video, typically the first few seconds. You need to make them curious to watch your video further. If not, they leave. It's that simple. Ask questions as the hook, use data as the hook. There are more hooks out there than you can imagine. Look for them and test them. For example, I can just create a hook right now for a dentist that is very tired and doesn't want to work. Let's say the hook is my life as a dentist, and then in the brackets you can say it is not what you think, and you go over the sad things that happens at a dentist, and that is a very good hook, emotional hook that you can use to carry on the video further. The body, it is the further explanation of the hook. Like we said, now first you said by the day in the life of Rendez, it is not what you might think. It is very sad, and you just further explain the hook, why you said that hook. You expand the hook, and that is, my friend, the body. Example, the hook, three ways to whiten your teeth. The body should be number one, then explanation of the number one, number two, then explanation of the number two, and number three, explanation number three. If you have more points, then that goes on and on. Then finally comes the last part, number third, call to action. This comes at the end of the video. You tell them to follow you, share the video, etc. This gives them something to do after they watch the video, and that is why it's very important, because you don't want to leave your customers, you don't want to leave your viewers idle after watching your content. You want to give them the next step to do after watching your content. For example, book a free consultation. We are offering free teeth whitening. Go ahead and take that. Do this assessment, download this document, and you will know if you need implants or not. Anything would work as long as you are telling them what to do next. Even a follow or a share or a like would work. Number one tip for content ideation. First of all, let's understand why content ideation is even important. Because at the time you can just copy anyone from anyone which uh, which are going trendy right now, right? Other dentists, you can copy them. Other Any other areas also as well, you can take that trend and apply it in your area. That should work as well. But the thing is, you will run out of contents, and that is why ideation is really important, having enough ideas to keep the content going. Let's go to number one tip for content ideation. If you have an idea, then only you can create it into a piece of content, and that idea can be, again, from another dentist creating content, copying his content into your format, into applying your value, your spin into it, and just publishing it. That could also work. So always have a notebook or anything to store ideas on. You can just save reels as well. Scroll your other dentist reels. What are they posting? Save the ones you think you can recreate with your twist, with your angle, and just boom, you got content piece right there. It will help you stay consistent. The when do you post the content, right? Let's go over that. Every day, anytime, simple. Don't push yourself too hard to actually post every single day. Start with posting 3 times per day and then increase gradually. And there is no perfect time for posting. If anyone has told you that, they are lying. Don't listen to them, and just post any time of the day. Simple. Pro tip: it's easy to post when posting is easy. This is where systems come in. Build a system for creating content. Like, for example, we said ideation. Build a system for ideation. Like every week or every day, you will spend a certain amount of time scrolling through reels, creating those ideas, saving the reels, etc. This will give you a constant flow of ideas, and then have a system for creating the content, having the reels shoot a specific time of the week, on Sundays, on Mondays, any time of the week. You will go ahead and create the content for 2 hours. That is your creating the content part. Then the editing part, and the posting part, the keywords and hashtags, etc. That should be another systems, and this all together builds your content system. It is that simple, but it is not easy. That is for sure. Does editing matter? You might have that question right now. It does, but we are talking about content for your daily practice. It does matter, but not that much. Okay, so to start with simple editing, then test out with good editing. Meaning, simple editing means just cuts, and boom, you got a Snapchat text font over there, and that's it. Trendy reels, copy, boom. Good editing means with your twist on it. When you're explaining something to the potential patient, the viewer, then you use good editing to actually explain it in a very professional manner, and they will also think that you're actually putting in the value, putting in the work needed for them for grabbing their attention, and they will hook for more longer. You might go with simple and switch to good editing after this, but the most important thing is, it isn't editing, it is to start. Just start posting. Content is a long term game. Play it that way. Don't rush it. Just imagine your dental practice growth in a year or 2 years or 3 years, and With that, just keep posting, keep going, and that's it for today. If you don't keep going, if you don't actually post every single day or every single week, certain times, right, then nothing is happening. You might go for a month or 2 months or 3 months, and then after that, the other dentist who is actually consistent will win either way. There is no point in creating content if you are going to do it that way, right? For now, I can help you in two ways. This is the end of the video. You can leave right now, but for you, I have number one, you can get my free 35-page leverage marketing dental marketing system for free, and the link is in the description. Number second, you can start working with me. 15 walk-ins in 30 days is of working with me guaranteed. And yes, I have only 5 slots for the next 4 months, so grab it right now if you can. And that's it. Bye.